Now you gotta die. Those are the rules.
You get it right, you die.
Hello everyone, my name is Don, the movie reviewer, and today we're going to be talking about a movie called Countdown.
It knew. That app said she was gonna die.
So Countdown is a concept horror movie about an app that if you download it, it tells you how long you have left to live. That concept, watching it play out in this movie, felt like I was watching a downgraded version of Final Destination.
Just win! Fuck yeah! Fuck the rules! What I tell you, Kevin, huh? Fuck that! I just win! That's all I know how to do, Kevin! Baby, I just win!
Yes, this shit is stupid. But that's the point, so just have fun with it.
Final Destination had an interesting concept. You cheat death, but death is always stalking you. And that's what kind of happens in this movie, because the characters who download the app and they look in something that has a mirror image in it, they can see what looks like death standing behind them. Or at least I thought that ghostly demon was death. You do see a couple of gruesome images here and there, but mostly it's just a bunch of jump scares, like stupid stuff where someone's in the bathroom and then they hear a noise and then they slowly walk towards the shower curtain to try and investigate what is behind there. And then, sometimes they pull it back and there's nothing there. It's a false scare. Sometimes they go for it really slowly to build the tension, but I'm like, I've seen this a million times, so something's gonna pop out. Something's clearly gonna happen. And I'm ready for it. So it's not scary to me. So before they reach the curtain, something bad happens. And I'm like, I will say there is a little bit of tension. Like, there are a couple scenes in here where I'm like, okay, you built really good tension in this moment. But as a whole, I feel like this movie uses so many gimmicky horror concepts, like, oh yeah, if we stand in this circle, it's a circle of defense, and so for this entity can't harm us if we stand in a circle, and then someone's tempted to walk out of the circle and then they get killed. And I'm like, yeah, we've seen this a million times. In my opinion, I feel like this movie is supposed to be fun and exhilarating and exciting and maybe a little scary. I had fun with this movie because the crowd I saw it with made it fun for me, because they were laughing, and you know how a lot of people, they really get into something, they're eating their popcorn and they're like, don't do it, don't go back there and stuff. And so when I am experiencing moments like that with a crowd, it makes the movie that I'm watching feel more enjoyable. But what I base my opinions off of when I see a movie is it exciting? Is it exhilarating? Is there anything in here that's memorable? Did I fall asleep? I didn't fall asleep during this. I stayed awake. But as it progressed, I'm like, okay, here's a few moments of tension, but here's a couple of gimmicky moments I don't care for. I'm not scared. There are people that are around me that are scared, but I'm not. I don't really care. I've seen this a million times. It's boring. I know what's going to happen. It's 100% predictable. Let's just have fun with this. And I'm trying to have fun with this, but then I'm really kind of bored, and things just keep happening. And then by the end, I am thinking, okay, would I watch this again? No. I don't think this movie really explains how this entity that is using this app to kill people works. I don't think the movie illustrates that, because there's something that happens at the end. all right, I'll just spoil it. They defeat the entity, right? First, I think it's death, but then I'm like, okay, now it's a demon. Is it a vengeful ghost? Is it the spirit? How did it get a hold of this app? How is it using that app? They don't really explain it. Like, there is a moment where they hack into the app and it's in Latin, like the coding is in Latin, and then they read it, they translate it, and then it says, yeah, this is bound to your fate, so you can't cheat your fate. And, you know, if you cheat your fate, that means you're breaking the user agreement, which I think what this movie does perfectly is it does illustrate that, yes, you need to start reading those user agreements because you have no idea what you are agreeing to. You better read that shit. But yeah, if you break the agreement, then therefore death or this demon will come for you. But at the end, they kill this thing, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is a part of the Conjuring universe. But they kill this thing in this weird way where this girl, you know, she sacrifices herself, but then I'm like, okay, the movie didn't explain how that works. Like, there's nothing in this movie that said, okay, one person cheats death or dies early, that saves the other person they're connected to or something. I don't get it. And then at the very end, they have the little Easter egg or little tease for a sequel where it's like, yeah, you think it's all over? Oh, wait a minute, it's not over. Here's a little nugget to give you some interest for a sequel, and I don't care. It's this movie, man. It's not. I wouldn't say it's like god awful or anything. It's just bland as predictable, and I don't really have much fun with it. There's a couple of fun things here and there. The concept is interesting. There are a couple of moments in here that are interesting. That's all I have to say. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next time.